All right, let's do our car review now. Mr. Mars has one. Yes, Mars has a car review. Hope I didn't catch you off guard, Mike. It's
Nah.
the Ford Expedition. I never catch you off guard, do I?
I got it,
Well,
Mike.
not hardly. More than once or twice a day. So yeah,
Catch
so
him
I
off
had the
guard.
chance to drive the 2025 Ford Expedition. Now this is the King Ranch version that we had, and it is the new for 2025. Was redesigned in 2025, and it's actually kicks off the 5th gen of the new Expeditions. So its final assembly location is in Kentucky, USA, which I thought was kind of strange. We don't usually see them in some reason. They're all Mexico or Canada or somewhere. Anyway, so it comes in 7 trim levels. You got the active, you got the max active, which is the longer extended version, the platinum, the max platinum, again, the extended version. The trimmer is more of an off-roady type vehicle, and then the King Ranch and the Max King Ranch. And we were driving the King Ranch. Now, this is a full-size 3-row vehicle, seats 7 people. And so for this year, again, it's new for 25, but the most of the changes were on the interior and in the technology. There were a few modest updates on the exterior. It does have LED headlights up front, of course. It's got an active air dam. It's got a signature grill lighting and tail lights that really look cool at night. And the signature grill, it's got some power deploying running boards. They work really well. They're pretty quick to kick out. You can open the door, and they're generally there by the time you want to step on it. You don't have to wait on them, and I thought that was really good. It has the panoramic view roof. Now, this is the roof that opens up all the way back down and lets in lots of sunlight. It rolls on some nice 22-inch bronze aluminum wheels. They've got a bronze look to them because of that King Ranch, and that looks different. And overall, I like it because it's got a nice professional, I guess you'd say classy look to it because of the lines on it. And we had the black, so it was definitely there. Now, on the interior, we had the Mesa del Rio leather trim seats. Really nice to sit in, comfortable. Has the 24-inch driver info display. Now, this thing is massive. It goes all the way across there. It's got a 13.2-inch center stack touchscreen that kind of ties into it to control all your infotainment and your convenience controls. The second row, we had the heated and power folding tip and slide bucket seats, captain's chairs, whatever the proper term is these days. Really, again, really nice and comfortable to get in and out of. The third row is a 40-20-40 flex folding. Now, this is a power folding seat. I didn't make it that far back, so can't tell you how comfortable they are, but they look pretty good. Now, the technology, again, they did a lot of things on the technology for this vehicle. It's got the Blue Cruise. Now, and it also has the Ford Copilot 360 2.0. It's got the wireless charging pad. It's got touch screens. And it had the B&O Unleashed 22 speaker audio system. I tried to figure out what it would be like leashed, but I couldn't find that part. Now, up under the hood, it has a 3.5 liter V6 that provides it with the power. And I will say that it does provide it with plenty of power. It was very responsive for a very large vehicle. And it's not a race car, never intended to be a race car. It does have a 10-speed automatic transmission, and properly equipped, it will tow 9,600 pounds. Now, the EPA says in the city, you're looking at about 15 miles to the gallon, Highway 22 combined 18. I drove the vehicle 220.3 miles the week I had it, and I got 16.8 miles per gallon average over the course of that week. And again, it does respond quite well to the throttle, out on the highway, passing around town. And I also felt like driving it, I was honestly impressed because it manages the road really well. Whether you're out on the highway, you're in town. And I really enjoyed the steering in it. A lot of people, I saw some things where people said the steering wasn't very responsive. I thought it was, particularly the turning radius. It seemed like I was driving, or it felt like whenever I was turning the steering wheel, I was driving a much smaller vehicle. And I really liked that part of it. Now, the base trim price for a vehicle like this is $83,655. You got to remember, we're driving the King Ranch edition, so it's in the upper levels of the trim range. Now, the MSRP sticker price as it was $85,650. So we didn't have very many options. King Ranch has a lot of things built into it. Of course, you can get into an Expedition, which a lot of people do look at it because of that active is a kind of like a volume leader, if you will. A lot of people buy that because it's $64,995. Still not cheap by any means, but now you're talking about a 7-passenger full-size SUV vehicle. If you're looking for something to compare this to, you might look at the Chevy Tahoe. $59,000 for the base entry level to get into that. I've always liked the Tahoe, but I also think that after driving this for a week, I could definitely see you need to look at both of them. Nissan Armada, $57,520. It's been updated recently, but it's definitely something you'd want to look at. And if you go across to the Toyota Sequoia, now this is a hybrid. It's the only way you can get it now. So it's going to be a little more expensive at $62,425. But I firmly believe, again, after driving it, if you're looking at a full-size 3-row SUV, this Expedition really should be one of them that you include in your search.
Well, I'll tell you what, going down I-10 from Neaterville to Houston, Texas, that's got to be like a limo going down the road.
Oh, it is. It's nice. But you don't have that big car feel. That's what I was really surprised. Like some of the big 3 rows, you're driving a big monster truck.
Yeah.
This
Aircraft
didn't
carrier.
feel that way.
Wow.
Well, if you remember way back in the day, basically all they did back in the day, which is a long day ago, they took a truck chassis and kept everything the same underneath and put a body on the entire truck chassis and just left it alone.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore.
No.
It's all custom made for carrying passengers and not loads of gravel in the back of it or something like that. So it really, if you've not driven one in a long time, I would say go check it out. I think you'd be surprised.
I was very surprised with it. So I agree.
And congratulations, and thank Ken Peabody for giving you some cars.
Awesome
I like that.
stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
All right.